tired of you. What did you do now? Some guy's at my house yelling for me to come out. You're the one making this happen, aren't you? Huh? Oh. I have no idea what you're talking about. Why don't you guys try asking them what they want you for? Because they're constantly shouting out your name while knocking on the door. They're about to kick the door down or something, and it's terrifying. I don't know what it is now, but just stop bringing us to your weird arguments with others. Alright, I tell you who they are. I think I told my Monday boyfriend and a Wednesday boyfriend that your address was where my house was. I really don't know. I have so many boyfriends that I forgot which address I told each of them. Who does that? Can you check what they look like through a window or something? Is that guy blonde or does he have black hair? Neither. The dude has green hair. Who in their right mind dyes their hair green? Whoops, that's the boyfriend I dumped a week ago. I slipped up and he was about to find out about my 6 other boyfriends, so I decided to dump him. But he may have found out about the whole thing, and after we broke up then. Whoopsie! I'm sure he's starting to annoy you, so please kindly tell him to go home or something. Thank you. Why do I need to do that for you? This isn't the first time something like this happened. Stop mentioning my address to your boyfriends. Why don't you just tell them where you really live? 'Cause I'll get caught cheating if I tell them my address. Duh. What do you think is gonna happen if one boyfriend walks into me hanging out with another one at my house? Some of the guys love me so much that they try coming to my house without warning, so that's why I'm telling them that I live where your house is, so I don't have to worry about getting caught. Ugh, you're so horrid of a person that I don't even know where to start anymore. I wouldn't be surprised if I heard that you died because one of those guys stabbed you at this rate, and I totally understand why they do that to you. If a person is showing love and care towards you and accept it, then you better give it back to them. Otherwise, you'll never know who's gonna hold a grudge over you. I've never even heard a person who cheats on 7 people at the same time. Come on, don't be so stiff, sis. I know you're jealous of your beautiful little sister, but calm down. No one likes it when an ugly girl starts acting jealous. What did you just say? I mean, I hate to be the one to say this, but everyone wants to date B and no one wants to date you. So I'm doing everyone a favor and dating them. Everyone wins, right? Oh wait, you probably wouldn't understand. You've never dated a guy before, right? Ugly girls don't understand the struggle of pretty girls. You'll never understand my pain. How could you say that to your own sister? I'm sorry for taking all the beauty for both of us. I can't imagine the pain you go through having to be born ugly alongside a beautiful sister like me. You better shut up. All I want is the best for you, and this is how you repay me? I've helped you through your whole life as the older sister. How could you say those things? Say what things? I'm caring for you right now. I'm worried for you. I'm worried for you not being able to keep up with the life of the ugly one. And I feel bad for you because you'll be single and lonely for the rest of your life, and that you'll never know the sweet feeling of having someone love you. Wait, I have a great idea. Why don't I let you have one of my boyfriends? That way you'll have someone to talk to. What do you think those people are? They're like collectibles, and I currently have a bit too many to give attention to. So, I'll give you one. It's almost your 30th birthday anyways. This is my gift to you. You're insane. You should be thanking me. Now, I think a droopy, quiet guy would match you the best. What do you think? No, thank you. You're being rude to that boy and me just by saying such a thing, if you hadn't noticed yet. Oh, really? Whoops. Well, I've already made up my mind, so the closest you'll ever get to making a boyfriend is this. Just saying. I'll send you his number, so tell me if it goes well. I'll give him to you. You're welcome.
Nice to meet you. I'm sorry for the sudden message. Tori just told me that I needed to contact you out of nowhere, so Apparently, you and I are a great match, according to her.
I am so sorry for my sister. Please forgive her rudeness. She's always been a free spirit since she was a child, but that made her into a selfish girl. I'm not just sure what to do with her anymore. I'm so sorry for all this. I'm sorry.
Please, don't apologize. You've done nothing wrong.
It's partly my fault for not correcting her earlier on. Please just ignore her heartless words. It's for the better. You're free to block me as well. I'll be sure to tell her properly address all of this.
Please, calm down. I have no intention of blocking you. You seem like a kind person. I'm interested in getting to know you better. This isn't the first time we've met, by the way.
What?
Don't you remember me? From the part-time job during summer break when we were still in uni. We ran the music festival together, and I introduced myself to you.
What? I thought you were just another Carl. Really?
I'm surprised to see you again as well. I've always wanted to get to know you better.
Really?
Yeah, I'd never felt such a strong connection with someone else about music. So I was looking forward to asking for your number on the last day, but my phone broke down when I was going to ask you, and I never got the chance after that.
You dropped it at the parking lot and found it crushed, right? Everyone was shocked by how badly it was demolished.
Exactly. So I had no choice but to part ways with you without asking, and I've regretted ever since then. So I was really excited when I found out that my girlfriend was going to be introducing me to you again, even though I was kinda hurt and confused, of course.
Wow, I guess miracles do happen. Trust me, I'm as surprised as you are.
Right? Now that I finally had the chance to ask you, would you like to go have some lunch with me sometime? Let's talk about music again.
Really? Are you sure? I'm the sister of the girl who dumped you.
It's totally fine. I was reassured about how nice of a person you were when we spoke today.
Is it alright to think of this as a date?
Yes, I'd like to go on a date with you, Sherry, regardless of either of our relationships with Tori. This is just between you and me. Could you tell me if there's a day that you can spend with me? I'll make a reservation at a restaurant that I'd love to take you to right away.
Hey sis! How was the nerdy guy I introduced you a few weeks ago? Do you like him? I mean, not that I expect him to like you back though. But I'm praying the thinnest chance comes true, of course. But you're probably not talking to him anymore, are you? Ugh, what do you want now? I want to know what happened afterwards. It's like watching a show. But I mean, you probably couldn't go on talking with him since he's your sister's boyfriend, right? A hard-headed girl like you would never do such a thing. I know you're bummed out right now, but I have some good news for you. I've actually decided to dump him, so you can actually have him. You're gonna dump him? Yeah, I don't need that guy anymore. As a matter of fact, I don't need any of the guys that I'm currently dating anymore. I've decided to commit to one person and date him until marriage. Really? What changed your mind? There's no way on earth that a cheater would ever just settle on one person. I found a person that I feel is worth throwing everyone away over. He's just what you'd expect from a prince. He's good looking, he's rich, and his parents are company owners. Can you believe it? I decided that he's the best person that I'll meet for the rest of my life. Therefore, I'm gonna be the most loyal, caring person to him and become his wife. Wife? You, the girl who could never stick with one guy, getting married? The world must be ending. Whatever. So now I'm contacting all of my boyfriends and telling them that I'm breaking up with them. But since I'm the greatest sister that I am, I decided that I'll let you know that you can have that nerd all yourself now. You don't have to think of him as your sister's boyfriend, so go ahead and date him. This is the closest you'll ever get to getting married yourself, so don't waste it. What did you just say? You're about to enter your 30s, so deal your cards wisely, sis. You have a nerdy, quiet, weird husband, or you have no husband. Don't you see that the choice is obvious? He's a colleague of mine at work, by the way. But all he does is listen to the instructions, and he's so boring. I couldn't find a better match for you even if I tried. How could you say that about him? He's a person who cared for you once. Please, treat him right. I'm already used to being made fun of by you, but what you just said is not right to say towards your own boyfriend. Slow down, sis. You're not his girlfriend yet. You can tell me all those things once you actually pull off dating him. As a matter of fact, say something like that once you've actually dated a guy. The only reason I was dating him because I was just a little bored anyways. I never even liked him, by the way. What? Yeah, by the looks of him, he's probably still a virgin. I've only dated him because I thought the way he was, all pure and unexperienced with love, was cute. Haha, he told me to date him with his face blushing like a tomato. So adorable. He isn't my type at all, but I decided to give him a chance since I'm the kind-hearted angel that I am. Haha. You're as heartless as a person could be if you ask me. Have you ever even thought about how he feels about this whole thing? Why would I care about a guy I'm dumping and never seeing again feels? If you feel so bad for him, then why don't you go ahead and consult him? You can go ahead and give that nerd all the love he needs. He might even consider actually dating you. What? If all goes well, you'll have the boyfriend that you've always dreamed of. Finally, at least you won't die ugly and lonely now. You know, I'm such a great sibling that sometimes I even wish I had myself for a sister. I wish you did too. That way you'd finally understand how I feel all the time. Haha, great joke. So do you want to have him or not? Of course I do. Thank you so much. Wait, really? I mean, it's kinda awkward that he's your ex, but I'd love to date him. It really is probably my only chance to find a good person to date, so I'll gladly have him. You're actually taking your little sister's leftovers as your boyfriend? The old age and ugly face has really gotten to you, sis. You'd probably date anyone at this point. Are you sure about him? He's just a quiet and skinny guy with an average paying job, you know. I think he's an amazing person. Besides, you're already breaking up with him, right? If you're not even his girlfriend anymore, then stop talking badly about him. You're not his girlfriend either, sis. Well, he's a very attractive person through my eyes, so don't talk like he isn't. Attractive? When people use the word attractive, they mean people like my new boyfriend, not your twig. My man's rich and handsome, and just perfect. Absolutely perfect. The way Carl aspires towards his dream and never lets anyone stop him is more attractive than your boyfriend's materialistic possessions. By the way, if you didn't know, he isn't just a company worker, right? He actually makes music while working in a normal job. Apparently, he's making tens of thousands every month through his commissions of the music he's made in the past. He's one of the most hardworking and humble and respectable people I've met in my whole life. What? Tens of thousands monthly through commissions? How have I never heard of this? He never even bothered to let me know. He didn't tell you? Even though you were dating for a few months? He told me as soon as we started talking, you know. Why the hell wouldn't he tell me? He's really amazing. I've always known that he had the passions towards producing music, but there aren't many people who can really make a living out of it. I never got bored listening to his stories about his experiences with other artists and tours. Wait, what do you mean you've always known? I thought you two got to know each other through my introduction. Actually, we've met before a few years ago. He told me that he really enjoyed my company, but we never got a chance to trade our contacts and split ways. But thanks to you, we were able to meet again. What a coincidence, right? We started talking again and just clicked. We've already went out for dinner since you gave me his number, by the way. What? I'll admit that I was gradually developing feelings for him, but I've been putting a lid over my feelings since I knew that you two were dating. But you two broke up, and you've already given me permission to embrace my feelings, so I think I'll go tell him how I really feel. Oh, wait, on second thought, I'm not too sure about the whole breakup thing. Thank you so much for breaking up with him. I'll try to make the most out of this chance that you've given me. I hope the best for you and your new boyfriend too. Wish me luck. I know this is sudden, but I think I'm in love with you. Will you please be my boyfriend? What? I'm sorry for being so sudden, but I couldn't hold my feelings back anymore. Ever since we began talking to each other again, I gradually built up my feelings for you. I don't think I'll ever love a person more than you. Will you consider dating me?
I'd love to be your boyfriend. I'll do everything in my power to make you the happiest girl in the world.
Really?
Of course. I was just about to ask you. I can't believe you were feeling the same way as me. I haven't been this happy in a very long time.
This is unreal.
I've always liked you ever since we met that summer, and the only explanation to us meeting again is destiny.
Are you sure you want to date me? I was very, very confident that you were going to say no as soon as I asked. This is like a dream come true. I'm not nearly as pretty as Tori, and I'm not as social either, and I thought you'd be bummed out about losing her and ignore my offer.
What do you mean? You're beautiful. Definitely one of the most beautiful people I've ever seen. And in my opinion, between the two of us, I think you're prettier than your sister, Sherry.
You definitely need glasses. And you don't need to sabotage my sister to make me feel better. She is your ex after all.
Ex? Tori? Huh?
Huh? You and Tori, silly. You and Tori were dating up until like yesterday, right? That's part of why I'm so surprised about you not rejecting me. I mean, it's only normal to be bummed out after being dumped by your girlfriend, and it's totally understandable for you to say that you aren't looking for a relationship right now, so...
Whoa. Wait a minute. Who on earth told you that Tori and I were dating? Because they're lying. I have never even liked her before.
What? What do you mean you've never even liked her? You two started dating because you asked her out, right? She told me how you asked her out while reddening your face like a tomato with trembling voice. Not that I have anything against that.
I don't remember anything like that happening. If anything, I'm always avoiding her at work because of the rumors that I hear about her. Wait a minute. I actually do remember talking to her a while ago because I absolutely needed to. One of our colleagues was going to quit, so we needed to prepare a present to give him before her going away party. I asked her to come with me to shop for it since she and I are also colleagues.
Huh?
Yeah, at first I lost rock, paper, scissors and ended up having to go buy it alone. But the colleague was a girl that was friends with Tori, so I thought she'd know what to get. And I'm bad at doing fancy stuff like that, so I had no other option but to ask her to help me choose the present.
So you technically asked her out to go shopping with you, right? Maybe my sister misunderstood that you had feelings for her and asked her out for a date.
I mean, that's the only occasion I can think of where I even came close to her. But you may be onto something. Ever since the day we were going to buy the present, she began texting me outside of work in a flirty way.
If that's the case, then that might be it. How is that even possible, though? But I guess that's only good news for me. I've always thought that you and Tori were dating, so I've been avoiding my own feelings because of that. But now, I don't even have to think of you as her ex. I'm free to express my feelings.
Of course you can. Regardless of what she thought, we're just colleagues. Well, for now. I'm thinking of quitting my job at the office and pursuing my dream as a full-time musician. So we won't even be colleagues soon. Therefore, since your sister and I are merely strangers, you have absolutely nothing to worry about when dating me.
I did not expect things to turn out this way when I first asked you out, but I'm so glad they did. I love you.
I love you too. And I promise that I'll never hurt you or make you cry like the way your sister did to so many good people.
Ugh! I can't believe that guy. I hate him. I was actually planning to give him a chance. I'm the girl that every guy wants, and that's what he does to me? Ugh! What are you talking about? The guy that I was talking about broke up with me. What? You got dumped? I've never felt so humiliated in my life. I broke up with all of my boyfriends just for him, for God's sake. But he decides to dump me right after I break with all of the guys. He told me that it was my turn to be dumped for no reason. How did he know about you dumping guys for no reason? He was friends with the guy that I broke up with before. The one who came over to your house and kept knocking on your door. My new boyfriend was best friends with that green-headed brat. I can't believe him. So he started dating you just to break up with you in the same way to make you feel the pain? I didn't know there were people as ruthless as you out there. Wait, so does that mean that the green-headed guy knew about your other boyfriends? Why else would he be so pressed about getting dumped? Ugh, I can't believe this. There were doctors and lawyers and pretty good-looking guys in my list of boyfriends, but I threw all of that away and swore to myself that I'd be loyal, all for this. And now I'm blocked. I can't even reach him to sort things out. How dare he use my own tricks against me? He dumped me in the exact same way I dumped his friend. I guess he really cared about his friend. Hey, whose side are you on here? Your cute baby sister was attacked by a few guys and lost everything, and you're sympathizing towards that green-headed scumbag instead of me? You're supposed to be consulting me and cheering me up. I'm the one you should be supporting. But this was all your fault to begin with, right? What do you mean this was my fault? I see how it is. You're getting all cocky because you finally got a boyfriend, huh? Well, don't forget that your boyfriend is a hand-me-down by your little sister. You know what? I'll be taking Carl back, and you'll go back to the single ugly girl that you've been your whole life. Why would you do such a thing? Because he was mine to start with. Therefore, I have rights over him. What's so wrong about taking about what's yours? I mean, the story about his music career and the commissions is an absolute bonus though. He's definitely my first pick right now anyways.
Sorry, Tori, but the truth is that we actually weren't dating the whole time. So could you please leave us alone?
Uh-huh?
It's me, Carl, from work. We're right in the middle of a date right now, so it would be greatly appreciated if you could leave us alone.
Leave that ugly girl alone and come take me on a date right now. And what did he mean earlier? About us not actually dating the whole time?
Yeah, the idea of you and me dating was all a big misunderstanding. You thought that I was asking you to date me when I asked you to go out with me, right? Well, I was just asking you to come choose a present for your friend with me. I never liked you. And I never asked you out because of interest towards you. If anything, I hate people like you who play with the hearts and feelings of others.
What?
I'm as surprised as you to hear that you actually thought we were dating solely because I asked you to come shopping with me. You're way too full of yourself, Tori. You really shouldn't expect everyone to like you, because as you can see, that couldn't be further from the truth.
Even you're against me right now? Don't you see that I'm the one who's hurting right now? Whatever. I don't need your ugly, bony, average self to consult me. It would just make me feel even more depressed. Get rid of that inflated ego. Just because you're doing a bit well playing music, you're trying to act like you're different from others, but all guys are the same. All of the guys like pretty girls over ugly girls. I win and she loses.
Talking to you is like talking to a wall.
If you announce that you choose me over my sister right now, then I'll forgive you for all the rude things that you said up until right now, and you can be my boyfriend. I'll put you in first place and treat you with special care. I won't even make other boyfriends if you say yes right now. You'll never hear anyone more beautiful than me that they'll date you in your whole life. Be honest, you're planning on moving on to another girl once you're bored with my sister, aren't you?
Huh? I don't sense any beauty from anything about you, though. All I see is an ugly personality, and that's about it.
Are you blind?
Look, you may have had people tell you that you were beautiful all your life, and I understand what they're getting at. You have a well-proportioned face, but that's really all there is to you. The amount of depth that you have as a person is as deep as the skin on your face. On the other hand, your personality is one of the ugliest I've witnessed in my whole life. I suggest you fix that, or else you're definitely going to be regretting it for the rest of your life.
Shut up! You're no one to be scolding me about my life right now. Whatever. You ugly people go well with each other anyways. I'll be able to find someone even richer than you as soon as I start looking. You'll regret not taking my offer right now. Too bad you got blinded by your senses of justice or whatever it is.
I'm sure I'll be glad to never see you again. If anything, better be prepared to dwell over your sister's life from now on, because I'm going to make her the happiest girl in the world.
Yeah, right.
The two of us are going now. Take care. Good luck finding that handsome guy, I guess.
Ever since then, we absolutely fell in love with each other and ended up getting married within a year after we started dating. Even so, Tori never sent us a message of celebration and sent us a message saying, "I'll marry a rich and handsome guy and end up happier than you two will ever be." After that, we've been unable to reach her ever since. According to our parents, she's been attending matchmaking parties that exclusively include rich males. I heard she's been trying her best, but her bar for the term rich is way too high for most people, so no one even bothers to get to know her as well. Recently, she's been asking every single one of her friends to introduce her to a guy who fits her criteria. But apparently, all of them have been telling her that they can't because it'll lower their reputation too. Hopefully, everything works out for her. Hey, Ashley! I heard you were getting married. It seems like you're trying to show off to everyone. Huh? I mean, yeah, I'm getting married, but I'm not really trying to show off or anything. Stop lying to me. You really have some nerve to lie when the news of your engagement is the talk of the town. Wait, people are talking about it? I heard from someone I knew back in middle school the other day, and then again from a different person today. Just because you're the first one out of all of us to get married doesn't mean you should let it go to your head. I didn't know that the news was spreading that fast. I guess that's why I get for telling the famous gossiping lady. Man, she's fast. It's almost scary. What? The news about my engagement is only spreading around so much because of that lady, who has a microphone practically embedded into her vocal cords. That lady talked to my mother about it, which then led to everyone else knowing. I'm guessing. So you're not going around telling people about your engagement. You know better than that, Casey. I have no friends to share such news with. I don't have any type of place to share that kind of stuff. That's right. You've always been so pathetic since we were in middle school. Unlike me, who had all the friends and looks at school. Glad to have sorted that out then. Well, I'll be taking my leave. No, hang on a minute. We're not done talking here. Do you still have something you want to discuss? Even if the news spreading was not your doing, it's still true, isn't it? From what I've heard, you'll be having the wedding next month, right? Yeah, but what about it? That means you're still gonna get married the fastest out of all of us. Pathetic little girl. Never expected you to get married this fast. Okay, but what does this have to do with anything? I wasn't really thinking about the timing of it. It doesn't matter if you weren't thinking about it, because it still pisses me off. How dare you, the lowlife, get married before me? Which is why I'll be taking your boyfriend, okay? What? Actually, he's currently fast asleep right next to me. Hear that? Your fiancé, laying right next to me in the same bed. What did you say? Like I said, I can't stand to have you get married before I do. You don't deserve that right, being the pathetic loser that you are. You are not allowed to outshine me. Wait, are you really with my fiancé? Are you in that much disbelief? Don't worry, I'll send a nice picture of me and him together for you. Brace yourself for this one, okay?
I'm sorry, Ashley. What have I done? Please delete that picture she sent you.
Even if I delete it, the imagery is burned into my brain. To think that you cheat on me with my former classmate. It seemed like you guys were the ones in love with the way you were all cozy in bed with her.
You got it all wrong. She means nothing to me. After a long day at work, I decided to get some drinks alone when she approached me. I was drunk, she was pretty cute, I couldn't resist.
So what? Cheating is perfectly fine if you're drunk? That if they're cute, you can cheat on your fiancé? Is that what you're trying to say here?
I didn't know that she was your former classmate. I'm really sorry. I promise that this will never happen again.
You can do it as many times as you like. You're not my problem anymore. We're over.
What? You don't want to get married to me anymore? But the wedding is soon. What are you saying all of a sudden?
Of course the wedding is gonna be cancelled. I never want to see your face ever again. I don't want to be with someone who betrays their fiancé.
Hang on. I just cheated once. That shouldn't count as a betrayal. Plus, it was due to the alcohol. Don't be so mad about something like that.
Something like that? You betray my trust and don't think it's a big deal? I'm actually just disappointed in you, Jason.
Come on, I'm being sincere here. You're being so unreasonable. Don't be acting all high and mighty with me. Being all whiny over being cheated on once.
What did you just say?
Cheating while intoxicated doesn't count. Everyone knows that. Yet here I am, apologising for it like the good man I am. If that's how you feel, then fine. Forget it. I don't need a stubborn woman like you in my life anyways.
What is wrong with you? You are in no position to get mad at me. You have some nerve to be angry at me.
Shut up. I'll have you know that I didn't even want to cheat on you. I'm well aware that cheating on someone when you're engaged is not okay. But the thing is, she was way prettier than you, so I couldn't help it.
What?
If you're going to get all offended over something like this, then maybe you should work on yourself to prevent it from happening. Maybe if you were better looking, then I wouldn't have cheated. Even with the alcohol, I would have rejected any advances.
So now you're placing the blame on me? All just because I don't look pretty as her? You're gonna sit there and blame me for you cheating?
That's right. You're so focused on work that you barely pay attention to appearance. Looks matter most when it comes to women. Just because you make more money than I do, don't mean anything.
Here I thought you were understanding of my work. It turns out you were hiding your real thoughts.
This wedding is over. Who would even want you as a wife anyways? You don't have the heart to forgive people, and you aren't that good looking either. You'll be forever alone, you pathetic excuse of a woman.
I have wonderful news. Jason proposed to me. It hasn't even been long since we got together, but we're already gonna have the wedding soon. I already heard the news from others. The very few friends I had in the middle already told me. It seems like you're telling everyone you know about it, although you're keeping the home-wrecking story hidden from the conversation. Me? Brag to everyone? I would never. Besides, marriage is a completely normal thing. No need to brag about it to others. I was only telling all my friends about it. That's all. Oh, really? Just simply telling your friends? They all just got really happy for me. Whatever shall I do with them? I hadn't even really noticed, but they were all saying how I'd be the first one from our class to get married. Not to mention, he's the president of a company. Is that really such a big deal? Wait, the president of the company? I didn't know until I started dating him, but Jason is the president of the company. I was planning on getting rid of him the moment I took him from you, but since he's the president, I decided to keep him around. He is the perfect husband for someone like me. Hang on, Jason said that he was the president? Yep, he sure did. I mean, that's why I accepted his proposal. Duh. And to think that a man like him almost married a person like you. He must have been so tired from work that he never really got a good glance at your face. What? It's okay now though. He's completely focused on me now. He even said that the marriage can be any way that I want it to be. Right now, I'm thinking of a wedding with a budget of $80,000. $80,000 for a wedding? Where'd he even get that money? Is he really paying for all that? Of course he is. After all, he is my fiancé. A man of his level will give me such an amazing wedding. A pathetic loser like you can stay home and cry about it. Well, you see, the reason I'm so confused is because I'm the president of the company. Huh? I'm not sure why Jason is claiming to be the president, but I'm the one in charge of everything at the company. He's just a normal office worker. What are you talking about? Are you trying to say that he's been lying to me? He definitely told me that he was the president, so he'll be able to pay for any wedding plan that I have. Okay, so then can you tell me what kind of company he works at? Huh? If he's the president as he claims, then he should be able to talk about his work with no problems. What kind of company it is and what they sell should all be easily answered by him. Okay, wait. What kind of company you work at? There is no way a loser like you would be in charge of a company. I work at a bridal company. I own wedding venues. Huh? Wedding venues? I've always been interested in wedding venues since I was younger. Even if I am still a pathetic loser, I always had dreamed of owning a wedding venue, which is why I created my company. I get many requests and such from a potential customers every day. We seem to be doing pretty well. You're lying! A loser like you being the president of a company? Which is why you should at least be wary of what Jason is telling you. Well, I'll take my leave now. See ya!
What do I do? Casey wants to break up with me all of a sudden. We're gonna get married soon, but all of a sudden she said she doesn't want to marry me anymore.
I mean, it makes sense why she would do that. You're the one who lied to her about being the president of the company.
Hang on, I never lied. Casey said the same thing, but I have no idea what's going on.
Huh?
I never said that I was the president of the company. She just heard whatever she wanted to hear and ran with it.
What are you talking about? She said that she was sure that you told her.
When I proposed to her, she said that if she could go all out on wedding plans, then she'll agree. I told her that I know some people, so that's perfectly fine. I mentioned that I have company president connections, so she can do as she pleases.
Company president connections, you say? That would cause her to misunderstand that.
Wait, really?
Do you have connections to a company president? I wasn't aware you knew somebody like that.
What are you talking about? I know you, don't I? You're the one in charge of a bridal company.
What? You weren't possibly thinking of having a wedding at my venue, right? A venue that your ex-girlfriend owns? A wedding venue to hold the wedding of a cheating ex-boyfriend.
I mean, sure, we broke up, but we were at least engaged at a point. You would have given me a good deal no matter what type of wedding I have, right? Ex-boyfriend should give me more than 50. No, 90% off.
What kind of deal is that? Don't be stupid.
What, you're not going to give me any kind of deals?
Why would I do that? You will be charged the full price for every single thing.
What do you mean? I thought you'd give me a deal, so I already made reservations for it.
Wait, already?
I made the reservations to the wedding yesterday. I even paid the deposit.
You are aware that the company takes an estimate of 10% of the cost, right? And canceling after setting the reservations means that we'll charge you for that as well. All the money that you paid for the deposit is not coming back to you at all.
Everything? So that $7,000 I paid isn't coming back?
This should have been properly explained to you already. Someone did mention at work yesterday about landing a huge contract. Guess this is what it was.
This has to be a joke, come on. The wedding gets cancelled, I get dumped by Casey, and my $7,000 won't be refunded to me. I thought you'd give me a good deal and hook me up to make things better for me.
Okay, then as a favor from the president of the company herself, if you want to cancel, make sure you come directly to the office to hand in the papers, alright? I'll put my everything into aiding you to cancel. Everything is just horrible. Anyone would misunderstand when being told that. Plus, he assumed that you would give him a deal on my wonderful wedding. How could he promise something without making sure of it? I couldn't even stand to look at him any longer and got rid of him. Yeah, I heard from Jason a while ago. Just when I thought I hit jackpot, he turns out to be a simple office worker with zero savings. He isn't worthy of being my husband. That's why you have to introduce me to a man who is worthy. You have to know any other presidents, right? Help you out? Yes! Company presidents have other president friends as well, right? There's no way you don't know any. Of course I don't know any. I am hardworking as the president, but my private life is no different from before. I only have a handful of friends. What? You continue to be a useless loser even as an adult. If that's the case, go out there and make some president friends. You should be able to make friends with amazing men with your ranking. Bring the best of the best to me immediately once you do. Ugh, don't be brash. Besides, you can easily find a man without my help anyways. Go look for a man that meets your tastes on your own. That isn't enough! I need a rich man who is the president of a company. Anything less than that would be embarrassing to show others. To the others? I already told my friends that I'm getting married to a president and that I'll have a fancy wedding. I promised that I'll introduce them to him. There is no way that I can tell them that it got called off. That's why I need to find a replacement immediately. If that's the case, then you're fine. Everyone from our middle school already knows about it already. What? So, there is no need to find someone like that so desperately. They all know you don't have a president boyfriend, so nobody is really interested if you try to find a replacement. What are you talking about? How does everyone know about that? I only just found out about it recently myself. You were bragging about your engagement to Jason to everyone, weren't you? You told not only our former classmates, but everyone who was in our grades individually, how you're getting married to the president of the company. Uh-huh. Even if I didn't have as much as you do, I still have friends from middle school as well, even though she was in a different class. She's still my friend. She knows about how I used to date Jason. I even introduced her to him, so I guess that's where the news about how he was stolen from me started. Also, how he claimed to be the president but in fact just a normal office worker. What did you say? Oh, don't be mad at my friend, okay? She didn't mean for the news to spread, but only told a select number of people as well. She was telling others about how you had the audacity to steal him from another person and then brag about your engagement like nothing happened. It seemed like the conversation was so interesting that it just spread. Gosh, what can you do? You're kidding kidding. So everyone thinks I was lying the entire time? Over a plain office worker? Lying about him being a president and marrying him? Seems like it. If I'm being honest, it seems like everyone has only pity for you. Something about how you peaked in middle school and can't let go of that, and that you need to be the center of attention at all times. No, they've got it all wrong. I don't need pity. I had a misunderstanding and didn't mean to lie about it. Now, I'll be looked at with pitiful eyes by everyone in town. Before you go look for a partner, you should probably go and fix this misunderstanding first. If you don't, I have a feeling that this is only gonna get worse for you. Anyways, I have to go to work, so I'll be taking my leave now. Hope you can get this all sorted out before any more damage is done. After all that, Casey went around town trying to fix the misunderstanding. But in order for her to do so, she had to embarrassingly explain about how she was a homewrecker to my relationship. The entire situation turned into an awkward mess for both her and anyone she explained herself to. Probably due to being the joke of our middle school, she hasn't contacted anyone from there anymore. As for Jason, he got an earful from his parents. On top of that, his friends have been more wary of hanging around him and distanced themselves. It seems he is living a very lonely life as well. Hopefully, no more couples who try to get married at my venue meets this kind of fate. Danny, please stop ignoring me. If you're mad, please talk to me about it. I can't apologize if you don't.
You're such a useless wife. You still don't understand why your husband is upset with you.
You finally responded. So you really are mad over something I did?
Anytime I'm mad, it's because of you. Last night you gave me the same side dish as the day before, didn't you?
Oh, you mean the roasted Brussels sprouts? I figured I should start making side dishes that can be prepared quickly. If I can make them all in one day, I can prepare dinner a lot faster.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard. Pre-made dishes. You're just trying to find ways to slack off. I'm not gonna have any housewife of mine slack off.
What?
Your husband should be served dishes freshly made. That's what's expected around here. Serving the same dish twice in a row and then also being pre-made is just insulting. Are you that dumb to not know something this obvious?
I'm not slacking off. I just figured that making them all at once would be saving time and energy. Besides, there are some meals that taste better after a few days of marinating.
Shut up. It's all because of me that you're able to live the life you currently have. Who do you think you are to argue with me?
You always say this.
Listen closely. Never do something like this again. Next time this happens, I won't just ignore you. I'll kick you out. Wives are meant to take care of their husband's needs. What in the world is this lunch? This has the side dishes that we had last night. Did you already forget what I told you last month?
I'm sorry, Danny, but I haven't been feeling good since last night. I just couldn't make any dishes for you this morning.
You're sick. All you do is stay home all day.
Well, you see, it's because I'm pregnant.
Wait, really?
I really didn't feel good, so I went to the hospital today and they told me I was pregnant. They said the sickness is due to that.
Really? I finally get to be a father. Great job, Amy.
I'm glad you're so excited, but could I ask that you help around the house now? I need you to forgive me as I gradually become unable to move around much.
What did you say?
I can't explain how much the morning sickness is affecting me. With how things are gonna be in the future, I think it's best you learn how to do these chores. I'll be really busy with looking after our kid once they're born. It would really help that you could at least take care of yourself.
Don't be stupid. Raising a child and housework is both your responsibility as a mother. Don't be pushing all kinds of work onto me just because you're pregnant.
What?
Those are all duties that are expected of a housewife. I'm not doing a single bit of housework, not now, not ever.
Come on.
You may have some sickness going on, But keep working. I'm not helping in the slightest, but I expect you to give me a cute baby. Oh, by the way, this weekend I'll be out on a trip with some friends.
Wait a minute. Could you cancel those plans? I want you to come with me to the hospital.
Why in the world would I need to go there with you?
The doctor said that the next examination should be with you there as well. So could you please go with me?
There is nothing I can do there. Just say I have work or something.
This is about our child, though. Your plans with friends are more important than that?
Of course they are. I've only known you for 6 years. Compared to the 20 years I've known my friends, that's practically nothing. So don't get in my way.
But, please.
Anyways, I'm going back to work now. I'll forgive this lunch incident because of the pregnancy announcement, but don't think I'll be as forgiving for dinner.
I heard the news. Congrats, Amy. Oh, wow. He told you already? Yeah. He apologized for introducing me to my grandchild. I told him that there's no need to apologize. Such a serious boy. I can't believe this. We still don't know the safeness of this pregnancy yet. He just started announcing it without my permission. What? You still don't know yet? Since he contacted me, I thought it was already stable. I only found out I was pregnant yesterday. I'm still only 4 weeks along. Wait, really? He's so clueless, I swear. I'm sorry, honey. I bet you didn't want others to know just yet. I'm sorry as well. You did nothing wrong, and I'm here complaining to you. No, dear. You have every right to be mad. I'll be sure to tell my son that. I'm sorry that he's so clueless. Kathy, I don't think I can stand this anymore. Will you forgive me if I divorce your son? Divorce? What happened? Is his cluelessness really that bad? I'm sorry. That must be my fault. Please, could you reconsider? You did nothing wrong, Kathy. I just can't handle anymore. He is so cold towards me, and now his own child as well. I can't stand to be with someone this unforgiving as him. What? I've always known that he's a bit old-fashioned with his ideals of marriage, but it's gotten worse. He's so strict on everything, including housework, and if I try to explain that housework is still hard, he gets mad. I was told to be a proper housewife and mother without his help. You're kidding! He's been saying all these horrible things to you? He rejected my request in going to the hospital with me this weekend because hanging out with his friends is way more important. I can't be with this kind of person any longer. How horrible! You know what? I'll go with you this weekend in place of him. I'll drive you there and wait for you in the car the entire time. You do that for me? Of course. But first, I need you to calm down. You have to think about your child and maybe think about the divorce just a bit more. If you still want to get a divorce after that, then rest assured, we will be on your side. Thank you so much. I think I can finally calm down a bit. That's good. I'll see you next week for the appointment. And if you're feeling okay, then maybe we can have some lunch or coffee afterwards.
Hey, are you at my parents' house already?
Yes, I just arrived. Kathy went out of her way to pick me up.
Listen up. This visit is all thanks to my wonderful parents, since your parents are not around anymore. My parents are the one who gave us the okay to visit. You better be grateful for their kindness.
Of course I'm grateful. They saw how much pain I'm in and offered us to go visit them. There is no way I wouldn't be thankful of your parents. I have none of those thoughts towards you, though.
What do you mean you're not grateful for me? A wife should always be grateful of their husband.
I'm not seeing the problem here, as I'm not gonna be your wife for much longer.
What?
I was scared of telling you in person, but I'll say it now. I want a divorce.
Huh? Where is this coming from?
I can't stand you for much longer. I refuse to raise a child with you.
That's ridiculous. How dare you talk, Almighty, when you've been living off of my money, and when you're visiting my parents? Who are you to request a divorce?
It doesn't matter what you think because I'm serious. I've been thinking about this for a while now.
You were thinking about it that much? How is it that you've been thinking about it, but are too stupid to realize where you stand? You'd be homeless if you divorced me.
Speak of homes, our house is about to be deconstructed.
What?
Either way, if I divorce you, we're both gonna be homeless. So that threat means absolutely nothing.
What do you mean deconstructed? What are you talking about?
I think it was an hour after you saw off to work this morning, when the demolition workers came in. To which, after talking with them, I contacted your parents. The demolists have been sending me pictures of their progress, and have to admit, they're doing a great job. They'll be done by later today.
Hang on. What is going on? What are you doing letting our house get destroyed? Don't tell me that you're going to use the money from the deconstruction to pay for our child's care.
Bingo! You got it in one. The owner of the house was set as your mother, which she gave to me.
What?
I didn't know that the house that we're living in was in the possession of your mother the entire time. What was even more surprising is that you have been living here rent-free. You told me that the rent was $1,000 a month, so that you can only give me $500 a month.
I can explain.
I'm sure you have much to say, but I'm gonna divorce you either way, so you can save it. Just be sure to sign the document soon. I've already signed my name on it. Your mother will be bringing you the documents to your job later.
Hang on a minute. I don't understand how this is happening. The rent being zero coming to light, my mother approving of destroying the house.
I'm not asking for your understanding. Never mind all that. Just promise you'll sign the divorce papers. I can't stand living with you any longer.
No way. There is no way I'll sign those stupid papers. I don't know what or how you have my parents' support, but I won't forgive this.
That's my line. To have your amazing wife request a divorce, you aren't fit for being a husband or father. Shut up and sign the papers. Your father and I are on Amy's side on this.
What? Mom?
You are so stupid, treating someone who tries their hardest with you with such disrespect. Not only that, but stating that you won't be helping in raising your child. I've heard everything from Amy already.
What? She ratted me out?
Where did I go wrong? I honestly feel sorry for you. I can't even fathom how Amy's late parents feel about all this. A man who can help his wife should hurry up and sign the divorce papers.
What? Come on, Mom, why are you protecting her so much?
Huh?
You should be helping out your son with convincing her to reconsider divorcing me. I know I've been acting high and mighty, but I'll be better from now on. So please reconsider. I need your help too, Mom.
This is beyond convincing her to reconsider. Why don't you understand that?
What?
But fine, I'll give you a chance. You did say you'll behave better. I'm gonna evaluate you to see if you're worth Amy reconsidering.
What kind of evaluation? You gonna grade an apology letter or something?
Just answer the questions I ask. Think about the money I gave you in aid of the birth of your child.
The what?
I gave you the money when you told me the news, didn't I? To use it to aid you guys with your baby. Your father and I gave you $5,000. If you weren't a rotten man, you would have used the money properly, right?
Well, you see...
A rotten man is all words. If you claim to fix your attitude, I would need to make sure of that. So, what did you do with it? What did you use the money I sent you on? Did you even give it to Amy? If you want my help, you better answer.
I'm sorry. I used all the money hanging out with my friends. I paid the gasoline, did some gambling, and bought fishing equipment. I was only planning on using a small portion of it, but it all ended up being used hanging out with them.
I can't believe you! To think that my own son would become this rotten. As you can already guess, you failed. We will be celebrating your divorce.
What?
We will be watching Amy at our house. As long as she is at our house, you better not show your face here. Your father and I will be protecting her and the child in her belly.
Wait, Mom, please give me time to talk to Amy alone.
You don't even deserve that luxury. Your father will be over soon to hand you the divorce papers. I expect you to sign it. If you don't, we will be informing all your colleagues about this.
Come on, Amy. I had no choice to sign the papers. My dad really did come to my job. I only signed it because I was threatened. I don't want to get a divorce.
I don't care. I wanted a divorce. The papers have been safely handed over. Thanks for your cooperation.
You already handed the papers in?
It's best to turn these things as soon as possible.
Please, Amy, don't do this to me. I was looking forward to meeting my child. I'll be better. So please, let's be a family again.
Absolutely not. I just learned about the money your parents gave you. Just thinking about it gets me so mad.
I'll pay it back. You can take it out of my savings.
You owe me way more than that now. I expect money as a consolation for future property, as well as childcare once I give birth.
All of that?
These are the expected things you're supposed to pay.
What's wrong with you? I'm here begging for you, and you show me this kind of attitude? I've lost not only my home, but also the support of my parents because of you. Don't you feel guilty for all this?
Not at all.
Huh?
Oh, that's right. The demolition crew contacted me again. They are almost done with, and will definitely be done by tomorrow.
What? They're almost done? All those memories we created at that house. All your belongings are off to the side. Make sure you pick those up. If not, then it'll all be gone along with the house tomorrow.
Well, I'm gonna head out then. I'll let you know more of the details of the money that you owe me soon. If you try to run away, you will not be permitted to see your child and expect to lose all ties cut with your family.
You're joking. That means I'll have to figure something out by today. Do you know if rental truck services will be of any use?
After a few months, I have safely given birth. I can't explain how thankful I am of Kathy and her husband's support. They even went as far as to offer to talk to Danny about the money he owes me. And they managed to get me the better end of a deal. I really can't express how they have helped me out. Even now, they visit the house that I moved out to with my child. They are really wonderful people. On a different note, my ex-husband managed to create a family and make new friends, and gradually became a better person for his other child. Once he lost everything and hit rock bottom, he started to get his act together.
Thank you for watching till the end. If you felt good about this video, like the video. If you didn't like it, let me know why in the comments. Subscribe too. Your likes and subs lead to our motivation. We have so many videos on our channel as well, so go ahead and take a look. See you in the next video.